Okay, it's that time again. Time for another stream. It's so extreme. Make sure that this is working, sound's coming through good. Let's give it just a minute. All right. Seems like everything is going good. Hey, how's it going, Ramon? How you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream. All right. We got a good one for us for tonight. If you didn't catch the stream earlier, we did a couple battles. We did Poland-Lithuania versus Sweden, which was a pretty epic battle. And then we did the battle of Plains Nations and Pueblo, which was pretty great. King Minecraft, how's it going? Flex Time, how are you doing, sir? Everybody hearing okay? Not too loud, not too soft. Hopefully it's all good. You live in Texas? Wow, I live in Kaufman. Yes, I do live in Texas. Yes, sir. I am a true-born Texican. I actually have lived here for a good chunk of my life. I've also had a 10-year stint in Florida as well. Back in my retail days when I got moved all over the place. All right, so let's check out the standings here in this here thing. King says, one more, 1v1, some, but I don't know who wants to battle with me. Black gold. Definitely got some black gold. Yellow gold is boogers, right? When you're digging for yellow gold. I don't know. I just went with that. You should do this with the minor nations after you finish with the major nations. Yeah, that'd be cool. I need to see if we can do that. That would be pretty cool, actually. Mixing in the minor nations with it. That actually would be cool. I don't know if we could do it with any of the mods, though. Because it's on the play battles. But that would be a good idea. Wonder if we can do that. I'll be checking that out. That would be really cool. Anyways, let's real quick take a look at the standing so far. We got 3 different groups in the tournament. So we got Group A, who's Austria, Russia, and Poland-Lithuania all checking in at 1-0. We got Sweden, Prussia, and Ottoman Empire with 0-1. And then we got United States at 1-0. And then we're going to have the 2 battles that we're doing tonight, which is Maratha Confederacy at Great Britain and Spain at United Kingdoms to finish out this division. And then, of course, you got France at 0-1. And in the last group, we got the Huron and the Pueblo at 1-0, and Iroquois and the Plains Nations checking in at 0-1, and the Cherokee Nations are on a bye, so they'll pick up the next week. So, it would be good to see USA versus France. Well, if you did happen to miss that USA versus France battle, King, you can absolutely check that out. That was done yesterday and in yesterday's stream, so I definitely highly recommend checking that one out. That was a lot of fun. What stream with Streamlab or YouTube for live? I am actually streaming with Streamlabs OBS. So Streamlabs is the streaming platform that I'm using to do this stream. And then I'm just punching it right directly into YouTube. So that's how I'm doing it. Actually, I think Streamlabs has now got it set up where you can multi-stream to other things. Although I don't know. I had tried streaming to DLive, but DLive wasn't much. There wasn't much traction on DLive, to say the least. So I kind of gave up the whole DLive world and have stuck with the YouTubes. Yeah, so we're just doing the YouTubes now. Although I have done a stream on Facebook before. and had a couple people join there. But I'm just more of a YouTube guy, I guess. Just loving the YouTube world. So, anyways, that's where we're at. So today, the two matches we're going to do tonight, rather, is Maratha Confederacy at Great Britain, Spain at United Provinces. These are going to be some pretty good matches. I hope you guys have noticed I tried to do the groups, the divisions, if you will, based on like natural rivalries. So if you look at Group A, it's Austria, Russia, Poland, Lithuania, Sweden, Prussia, and Ottoman Empire. All those nations were pretty good at getting in scraps all the time through history. And the same goes for Group B, which is United States, Great Britain, Spain, United Provinces, Maratha Confederacy, and France. And then finally, you got all the native factions. Now, the interesting part about this is we get through the tournament. I'm just going to go over this again just to make sure everybody's up on it. On the final stage, so we go through the... Let me not get ahead of myself here. So we're going to go through the regular season. So there's 10 rounds on the regular season. Each nation is going to play each other twice in their division. So that means if they lost against a team, they will get to play them again. Each nation will face off twice. So you'll have a home field and you'll have to play away against the opponent. And then after the season's done, the two best records from each group will go on to face in the final stage, which the final stage will have 9 rounds to compete to see who will be the ultimate champion of the world, which will be pretty freaking cool. So that is that, if you will. And without further ado, let's get to the battle. Actually, let me just make sure I got my thingy cap on here correctly. Okay, so the first match we're going to do is Maratha Confederacy at Great Britain. Great Britain will be playing as the home team. Let's break it on down. This is going to be a good one. I am looking forward to this one. So knowing these two nations, we know Maratha is a little bit better on the melee. Great Britain is better with their firepower than Maratha. So, Great Britain is going to want to have a battle. Let's see. Single player, play battle, land. Let's think of a good map for them. I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I wonder how they would, Maratha, if you put Maratha on the Austria Pinnacles, I wonder how they would do because of the colder weather, but it's not really Great Britain's stick, if you will. So maybe we should put the home map, maybe Homestead, because that would chop up any of their melee rushes. Maybe we should do that. That would give an advantage for the firepower of Great Britain, because we want the advantage to be Great Britain in this one. And then Maratha will get the advantage, and I would think Maratha would want to face Great Britain on the Syrian Ridge. So, let's do it. Great Britain versus Maratha Confederacy. And since Great Britain is the home team, I will be putting my general with Great Britain. And I can only use my general if, and only if, it is the last unit standing and it is it cannot really have it's not going to be a decision-making factor in the battle, if that makes sense. So anyways, without further ado, let's build these armies. With Great Britain, we're going to throw down some Ferguson riflemen because they're so good. And if you didn't join the stream earlier, I explained I didn't want to add too many artillery because I did do some tests out on this, and I did find that adding too much artillery really did hurt the battle flow. It really just kind of bogged down into a big old mess. So I want to kind of give this battle as much of a good mashup as possible. So I'm going with 2 light infantry because too many light infantry. They're just, the AI just seems to love to throw them in melee, which is pretty sad. Got too many guards here. We're not being able to build a big enough army, so don't want. Golly, this is difficult to get the build here. I can only get one of those. Damn it. Alright, well, to hell with you. If we can only get one more, let's go with the line infantry and I guess a militia. We're going to have to do that. Upgrade the general. Not really what I'd prefer, but it is what it is. Ferguson's cost a lot of money. This one we're only going to go 1 Ferguson. That should give us a little bit more money to get some other troops. Get a Coldstream or 2 and a Blackwatch. And we will go with some regular British line. And let's get a Grenadier. Actually, let's go a couple Grenadiers. Man, we still got 250 left over. Let's see. This is the boring part. So if you can make it through this part, I bless you. Okay, hold on just a second. If you guys got any questions, don't forget to hit up the live chat, and we can break that on down. Guess we'll go with this. All right, we're just gonna break this into it. All right, there we go. So, last British Army. Get a general. We're going to go 2 green jackets on this one. Don't want to spend too much money on them. And the rest we're just going to do line infantry. Man, Britain really, they're so expensive. It's hard to get an army built with them. I guess we'll go. There we go. All right. I think that will do it. Okay, now for Maratha. Let's get them an army built up. Any questions in the chat? Let's see. We're going to get some elephants. This is going to be a good melee rush army in this one. We're going to get... Whoops. We're not going to do elephant musketeers. We're going to do some of you guys. We're going to do 4 Sikh musketeers, and then the rest, we're just going to throw a whole heck of a lot of melee in there. There we go. Man, that's a crazy army. I don't know if Great Britain's going to stand a chance in this one. That's a heck of a lot of elephants. And alright, we'll just rank some of these guys up. I'm not gonna make this too difficult. Definitely want to give the Marathans quite a bit of melee, because that's where their strength is going to be over Great Britain. Alright, let's do it. Okay, you guys ready for this? This is going to be pretty epic. Old Contemptible, hey, welcome to the stream. I remember when the people in 2002 kept kept writing 1902. Yeah. Let's see. I guess I must have... Wild Ride says it still says 2020 now. Now 2021. Where are you seeing 2020? Did I put it on the stream? I must have put it on the stream title or something. Let's see. King says Confederacy versus the Ottoman Empire will be a cool battle. Yeah, that will be. We'll see if they can get to that point. They'll have to make it to the playoffs for that one, because they're in different divisions. But somehow, who knows how this is going to turn out? I don't know. Now I'm Contemptible says I'm imagining a 140 gun ship on the line against Confederate ironclad. Yeah, that would be epic. You know, I wonder what it would be like to do this as a naval tournament too. That would be insane. Okay. So I got my sweet tea ready. Got our Great Britain builds here to go. Let's do it. You know, I did not, if you noticed, build any artillery for Maratha. So, we'll see if that affects them. I figured going all melee unit, they're going to definitely have a lot more manpower. We'll see how that affects them. That might actually hurt Great Britain more. Because it does seem like the AI loves to get in these melee scruffs. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Great Britain is sending a couple of units to the flank here. And you'll notice also I didn't really give them any cav other than elephants. So, that is going to be where Great Britain is going to have to put the advantage on. Oh, in the stream logo. Oh. Typical, isn't it? A blunder. Okay, so obviously Maratha has absolutely manpower superiority in this. They could just bum rush them, and this would be probably an easy win for them. So, we'll see what happens. They do have to traverse through all these hilly terrain in here, which will help Great Britain a bit. But if Great Britain throws their cav away, it's going to be pretty tough for them to do this. And it looks like that's what they're going to be doing. Although they could get some great shots in here on these elephants, that would be very helpful for them to knock out some of these elephants before they get a chance to really do some damage. But we'll see. Here they should get some shots coming in through the woods. They should get their shots and get the hell out of there. They took a shot and I don't think they got one. They need to run away. They got melee. Wow, how dumb. Great Britain not using their British intellect here, apparently. Let's see if this Light Dragoon gets a shot. I mean, Light Dragoons should be able to take out elephants pretty easily, and they're just strafing by. This is pretty sad. Okay, they are getting some shots in here. They took down a few of the elephants. Oh, they went for melee with this elephant. Owie. That is not going to bode well for the Light Dragoons. You should be shooting. Wow. They are getting out of it, maybe, but we'll see. One Light Dragoon already bit the dust, and he is shattered. Yeah, not really good. Let's see what's going on here. Another Light Dragoon suiciding. Oh, boy. They are not looking good. Do I have Discord? No, I do not. Old Contemptible says, how do you play AI only fights? I actually took a general, so if you see, I'm right here, and I'm not going to use them, but I gave one general to one of the armies, so it's basically a 4v4 and not a 3v3. Wow, it's really quiet over here on this flank. Britain needs to get their artillery going. They finally have, but they missed their first quicklime shot. They need to, ooh, we got some shrapnel shot, but they're very dangerously close here. They probably only get maybe one more volley in before they get overran. And they need to start shooting at these elephants. I mean, get in formation and start shooting. Jesus. What are you doing, Great Britain? Finally. Okay, they're forming up. Okay, here we go. If those elephants get into them, it's over. And they miss both shots of the quicklime there. The artillery did get another volley. They took this line down to 68 men. Alright, they're getting into this. The elephants are going to quickly get mowed down if they don't get melee. And this line needs to start shooting. The rest of this flank is, uh-oh. We got another Light Dragoon suiciding over here. They need their cav. I mean, that was not a brilliant move. Got another one kind of suiciding over there. This elephant is going to die, but another one's coming in. They are starting to churn down this line. This line is going to be made mincemeat out of in a couple seconds. Ooh, this is going to hurt, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, oh my God. That line is toast, baby. They did take down an elephant, but this line is getting mowed down. They're already in the 80s. And here comes the Sikh warriors. That line is toast. And why aren't you shooting? They're going to... Don't tell me they're going to run into melee. It looks like that's what's happening. Not good. Here, we got the Black Watch about to open up. Maybe. Okay, here they are. They're shooting at something over here. Great Britain is not using their thinking caps. And they're missing all their quicklime shots as well. That line just got decimated here. Great Britain might get absolutely trashed in this one. This is not looking good if you're a British fan. The AI being stupid as hell. Yes, they are. This is not looking good for them. If they can... They're getting elephantitis here. Some serious elephantitis. It is not looking good for Great Britain. They are getting serious elephantitis here. They need to get some artillery fire. Now they're being pushed in the center. Still, nothing really happening on this flank. The artillery is pretty... It's not really doing much here. They need to get some quicklime shot right in this big heap of mess. Light Dragoons are getting thrusted in here. This is not going to bode well for all these infantry. The elephants are just making a mockery of them. A British mockery here. They're getting churned around like it's just a... I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. It's like a washing machine. They've been thrown on the spin cycle here. Alright, the British Dragoon lost this flank. So the Sikh warriors, although they did take them down to 66, that's pretty respectable. But my lord, where's the Ferguson riflemen? Ferguson's, do something here. You could easily take this down. We see some solid shot getting blasted in here. Did take down a few elephants. There, the British just lost the general. They're just thrusting more of their line infantry in here to be decimated instead of shooting. Brilliant. Britain, you're fired. Man, look at this. I'm telling you, this is spin cycle mode. This is ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to put this at a section where I can read some chat. We do got some units firing off the hill, which is finally smart. Here comes some artillery fire. Let's see. Old Contemptible says, well, Wellington at 18th June 1812. I entirely concur with the necessity of the inquiry into Slade's affair. Yeah, well, there's definitely some kind of affair happening here, and it's definitely not looking good for the British. Stephen, what's going on, sir? Oh, damn, I feel so bad for Britain. Not, yeah. Hey, Minecraft, what's up? Okay, so Britain is getting just trashed here. They're breaking left and right, but they have taken out a few of the Marathan units here, which is a good thing for them. The Green Jackets went into melee, and they have been lost. Sikh warriors been taken down really well there, though. Artillery, are you going to do anything? You got to get some quicklime into this, and that could quickly change the difference. We did see that in the battle against the Ottomans. The Ottomans were in a massively superior situation, and the quicklime from the Austrians really just decimated the big melee mashup of the Austrians. So we'll see if that comes into a factor here. Right now, it looks like the British are not having the same thinking caps on that the Austrians did, because they're moving their artillery. I don't know why. They should have gotten some shots in, but Great Britain is breaking. They're not going to last long here, ladies and gentlemen. They are just getting mowed down. There is still one elephant unit here, So Britain is getting some elephantitis up the rear end. And, by the way, they have more elephants over here on this flank. So, it's definitely, I think it's going to be a beatdown here. They did break a unit here, but now there's a fresh one coming in. Owie. At least the Black Watch is deciding to get into a shooting match, which makes some sense. But one of the Black Watch is in melee. Guys, this is not looking good for Britain. It's not looking good at all. I don't know what they were thinking here, but it definitely wasn't anything good. Here, we got another British artillery unit moving rather than shooting. And look at these idiots. They're moving the artillery right into a melee. I mean, can you get any dumber than this? I'm sorry to say, ladies and gentlemen, the British did not come prepared for this fight. I think they are definitely looking to just get their asses beat, because that's what's happening. I have my general here somewhere, and I have a thought to throw him in the fray, because this is becoming such a landslide. Look at this. The Ottomans have taken this flank with super ease. I mean, they have lost some men in here. It's not like they haven't. But they have some pretty good strength in these units left in them. And Britain has a Coldstream. Here goes another Coldstream. I mean, these Coldstreams, if they just open up and shoot, they can really be a difference maker. Especially, but it looks like they're going to push them into melee. Yikes. This is not looking good. Get shooting. They keep inching forward. This is just, I don't have many words for this. It definitely looks like the melee strong nations are going to have a massive advantage in here in this tournament. I hate to say that, but it looks to be true, because Great Britain on paper has the armies that should just shred down the Marathans, but they're going straight into melee, which is their weakness here. So, yeah, the militia is the smartest British unit on the field. They are absolutely the smartest unit. They're still in a firefight. We do have one line joining the fight. Both Black Watch are in melee, but they are actually winning this fight. Black Watch being a strong unit in melee, although he's losing this one. Yeah, not good. Okay, where am I at? We're gonna suicide my cav here. Might as well. The rest of the British decided to do it, so I am too. Let's get in there, boys. Let's end this fast. The pain is, it needs to be ended. Okay, the woods are slowing us down a bit. I should have probably swept up onto the hill, but it's not like I care in this one. Look at the woods are just slowing me down. I'm just getting chewed up. We're not even gonna hit them. There we go. There we go. We got a couple. Okay, push through them. Here comes another British artillery just to get mowed down. My God. This Coldstream is just getting shellacked here. He thinks this situation's bad. Wait till the elephants come. Yeah, Britain has just been mopped up, swept up, chewed up, spit out, smacked down. It's looking ugly. It's looking damn ugly. Ken Drummer, yes, I put a tea in my pizza mix together, then eat it. Okay, maybe I missed something on that. Mike King says, do you think Fighter beat me in Rome 2? That I don't know. Warfighter, you mean? I don't know. Did Warfighter beat you? Contemptible says, does the AI have plug bayonets for some reason? No, sadly they don't. They do have the good old socket bayonets, but they're not using the sense God gave them on how to use tactics. There's only a couple British units left. This is pretty much over. I'm going to fast forward this one so we can get through this bloody mess. We'll check out this while I check the live chat. Does look like the Black Watch are thrusting down. This is the second unit they broke of the Marathans. Let's see if they can get into a lineup and start shooting and maybe get a couple kills out of it. Let's see here. And then the general one line, one militia, Black Watch recovered about... Yeah, okay, Britain's just breaking. This is it, guys. It's over with. This Black Watch is done. There it is. Mercy. Mercy. They got one general left. Mercy. Mercy. I'm surprised he hadn't broke. As soon as the elephants get close, he should break. Alright, let's tally it up. This one went really fast. They just chewed him up. I'll be surprised. Let's add up the tally and see how bad the damage is. Alright, so Great Britain. We got 6, 705, 1029, and 1459. That actually, that army got quite a few kills. So 3199. That's actually way better than I thought. But of course, Maratha had a lot of men, so that kind of makes up for it. 1397 for one army, 1270 for another, and only 575 kills on the other. Holy mackerel. Hold on. Maratha actually, well, it's because Britain had smaller armies. That's why they came out with smaller kill counts than Britain. But they still ended up with more. 3245 for the Marathans. Oops, I messed up the mic there. All right, now let's tally it up and put the results in. And then we'll go on to the next battle. All right, so Maratha Confederacy, 3245. And Great Britain came in with 3199. It seems closer than it actually was. Believe me, it was never close. Great Britain got thumped. Thumped bad. You have best army in the world at the time, but you lost. It's sad but true. All right, let's go to the next battle. Spain, United Provinces. United Provinces has the home field advantage. Let's see if it bodes better than Great Britain. Got my sweet tea in me. Okay, this should be a good one. The other one just, that was a laughing stock. All right. Whoops, what am I doing? Play battle. Here we go. All right, so we're going to do this one on Finland. And we're doing United Provinces versus Spain. This should be a good matchup. Both of these are natural enemies. And, that should make it for a pretty interesting fight. I don't know. Who do you guys think is going to win this one? Let's see. Which app am I using for the tournament? I'm using a website called Challenge. All right, so here we go. Let's set up the Dutch. So let's get them some good units here. Okay. And we get General 2 Riflemen, 4 Light Dragoons. I think in the next round, I'm not even going to take Riflemen because the Riflemen are just making a mockery of themselves. They're not even really performing well at all. I don't think there's any reason to bring Riflemen on the next round. So I think that's going to be a thing. My King says, oh, he already said that. Okay, Spain. Yeah, you think Spain's going to win. Okay. It is definitely possible. All right, you're going to give them a Hussar. All right, that's a $0 army. Nice. All right, Spain, let's get you set up. We'll give them some cazadors. And I'm just going to give them a frontiersman. Cazadors are a pretty expensive unit. Not like they're going to be using their cazadors much. Okay, that's a pretty good army. And we'll give them 2 cazadors in this one. Here we go. Let's see if they use their light infantry a little bit better in this battle than the last couple. Yikes, we're just a little bit of money away from getting another one. There we go. All right. We'll just rank up... we'll rank up the line infantry. Whoops. And the militia. And then we'll get... we'll actually do 2 frontiersmen. Now, I don't want to give them too much advantage. Let's do cazadors because I don't want to... I think that would give Spain an advantage. That would be necessarily kind of unfair, if you will. All right. Got 1,000 left over. Oh, man. We'll just rank these guys up and let's do it. All right, you guys ready? Wellington, how you doing, sir? He says, this total war, it's amazing. Yes, it is. All right, this is going to be a good one. Let's see. We'll take a look at the army builds real quick. Just kind of glance over them. This is going to be interesting. I'm giving the Dutch a little bit more cav. Actually, let's kind of balance this up a little bit because I don't want to give them too many advantages. All right, so here we go. I want it to be as level a playing field as possible. Okay, so King thinks Spain's gonna win. Hey Nick, how you doing? Order more beer. Yeah, we might need it after that first battle. The first battle was just a beatdown. I mean, I thought that battle we did between the Iroquois and the Huron was a beatdown. Man, I mean, Maratha just took it to Great Britain. I almost had tears in my eyes. It was so bad. Okay, so let's take a look. We're going to get started right off. Of course, I play 1 general, and then the opposing AI has 1 extra general as well. I will only use my general if the battle, if there's no sense, there's nothing going to, you know, like using it basically has no effect on the battle. Or if it's the last unit standing. That's the only way I'll use my general. Their general, however, I'm sure the AI will thrust it into the battle pretty quickly. Alright, let's take a look here. What is the AI on each team going to do? We've seen some pretty crazy things. Pretty crazy to say the least. Now, in the first battle that I did, the Ottomans and the Austrians had a clear advantage, and the Austrians were able to put down superior firepower on the Ottomans in a big melee scruff down here in the open field, and all the quicklime and the shrapnel shot hitting them from every angle just tore the Ottomans apart, and that was the difference maker in that battle. So I would give the Austrian artillery the MVP of that game. Then the other most notable battle I can think of is the Sweden and Polish-Lithuanian battle, where the Guard Grenadiers of Poland-Lithuania swept both flanks on either side, came around, and actually just destroyed Sweden. So the Polish Guard Grenadiers were the MVP in that one. Now, in the in the Maratha, Great Britain that we just witnessed, I would definitely say the elephants were the big difference maker there. So, The Dutch have already set up an artillery unit. They got their 6-pound horse artillery. Now, there is a bit of an incline here that they're going to be shooting over, so we'll see if they get much effect or if they hit the hill. They actually do arc over, and they do not get any kills on that shot. It was fairly close. We'll see. They're setting their light dragoons up here on the hill. Nobody's really... The Spanish do have an artillery unit that looks like it might be setting up somewhere in the hill area here. There it is, the 6-pound horse artillery. We got quicklime starting to hit down and a couple of solid shots being shot by the Spanish over here. Ooh, just got one passed by us there. So the artillery battle has started. It does seem like the Finland map, the artillery battles are a little better. Here goes the Dutch are about to get some shots in. Let's see where they are firing. Oh, they're probably going to be shooting at the Spanish light dragoons over here. And they're actually got a hit. And it looks like between the two light dragoons of the Dutch and the Hussar, they put a beating on this light dragoon. I don't know how many that artillery hit, but it did hit a few. The Dutch, oh my God. They are just tearing up the Cazadors here. The light dragoon just mowed them down. Cazadors are gone. They're shattered. They are shattered. The Dutch coming in strong right off the bat. Here we go. The Spanish are looking to trade favors in that. They're coming after their artillery maybe. Let's see. They're going to hit the Scots. Let's see where they go. This light dragoon over here is getting into the artillery, but he got shot. It looks like on the way, but he is in melee now with the light dragoon. That's what it was. Let's see if he does any damage against this artillery. Spanish Cav not faring well. He broke there pretty sadly. King, what's up, man? How you doing? Yes, it has been a while. How you been doing? Nick says he loves artillery. I do too. King said you just Ottoman Empire versus Ottoman Empire. Yeah, that'd be a little crazy, wouldn't it? The Dutch, man, the Dutch are really pushing in here. I mean, this is incredible. The Dutch are making a strong push. Their Hussars, they actually have quite a few of these Hussars left. They're tagging up the Spanish here, but the Spanish have the woodland. That's going to be a strong advantage for them. Let's see what happens over here. The riflemen, if they get a shot in here, that Cav is going to get mowed down, and that's what happens. So Spanish Cav not faring well again. And here's another Spanish Cav in the midst of a melee scruff with a Swiss and a Holland Guard. Not a wise move at all there. And the Dutch light dragoons coming in here to mop them up. So that light dragoon is going to hit the dust. But we do have several Cav of the Dutch routing out. Let's see what's happening over here. Oh, the Spanish artillery about to set up. It's not going to bode well for them, especially with Cazador shooting down on these other light dragoons. But they are getting a shot over here on this line. But they should be running away. It's too late for them. They routed Dutch artillery out of here. So we'll see what happens here. We got a couple Spanish lines in here in a fight with Grenadiers, Swiss line, and line infantry. So they need to get some support in here for these two Spanish lines. But this is a pretty close fight. I don't think there's any clear advantage. I will say I think the Dutch are overstepping things a bit by pushing into this woodland, because Spain has a really strong foothold in the woodland. I don't think the Dutch have enough numbers to push this, although we are seeing a little bit of a firefight over here. The Dutch are getting some great shots in. They're already about to rout this line. They did rout it. Took a lot of damage quickly. He is broken, so he should return to the fight. We'll see what happens. The Dutch rifleman getting in here in a firefight. We've been seeing him get into firefight with the Grenadiers. The Spanish Grenadiers taking it to the Cav. And the light dragoons are gone. Now let's see if they get a grenade throw on the Holland Guard, because that Holland Guard is opening up now. Got quicklime coming in. Ooh, it's getting a bit fuzzy here. All right, they're opening up. That Spanish line is... Whoa, I just blew the mic away. They're going to mow down this Spanish line pretty quickly. 77 to 98, but the Grenadiers flanking them. They got a Swiss coming in here. I don't know what they're trying to do. But even though he's down to 66, he can still do some massive damage to this line, but I don't know what he's doing here. Let's see what's going on here. The Dutch are very thin here. Very thin indeed. The Dutch have taken the top. I mean, easily. There's a Cazador over here. They need to get something into that Cazador. But the Dutch have won the top easily. They just need to hurry up and get down here to support their fellows. Alright, let's see what's happening. I don't know what happened to the Holland Guard. Holland Guard is moving up. The Swiss took its place. The Holland Guard still has 57 men. The Swiss is just getting jacked up. We got the 24-pounder howitzer coming up. This is definitely becoming a firefight over here on the left flank. It's kind of interesting seeing that happen. We got several Dutch units just tied up in this big melee scruff. I mean, there is bodies down everywhere. They're going to come through some pretty bad flanking morale drops, though, because they're flanked right now. Here come the Dutch, though. They've won the top. There's just the Dutch artillery up here. So let's bring my cav down here where the fight is. We got Dutch artillery laying down some fire, but they're using solid shot with their howitzer. Not good. You get that 24-pounder into a quicklime. Here come the Scots. The Scots are going to be coming after the Guard Infante, and that is not a good matchup for the Scots. But we do have a Dutch rifleman up here. Are they going to take some shots? Looks like the Cazadors are over here putting some firing down on them. But if they can get some shots on this Guard, as we see some solid shot hitting them, that would be beneficial. Get shooting, boys. Get shooting. Don't aggravate me. Stop moving around. Okay, we got some shrapnel shot coming in and some quicklime now. Yikes. This is a mess over here. This Grenadier still got 20 men. The riflemen choosing to go into melee with Grenadiers? Wow, I'm surprised. They said Quago, and I'm not doubting they wanted it. Alright. Yeah, this is becoming quite the fight here. We see shrapnel shot coming in from both of these artillery. Well, one of the 6-pounder. Shrapnel shot coming in and quicklime being thrown down by this unit. So they're taking the page out of the Dutch's handbook. Now the Spanish artillery is throwing down some fire from off the hill over here. And also they have a 24-pounder throwing some nice quicklime down on the Dutch here. My God, they put a devastating volley there. Got some solid shot hitting them. The Blue Guard coming in. That's not going to bode well. Alright, let's see what the Dutch artillery is going to do. Solid shot. Alright. This is coming down to the wire. The balance of power is still even. This is anybody's match. This is the armies are getting whittled down. I think there's probably less than a whole army left between this fight. The Spanish have won this fight here with the Wallen Guards. And they got a line with 32. And the other line is going down here to assist the flank. So Spain is going to win the flank. They're getting into the artillery here. They're going to take out the artillery there. The riflemen here putting in some good supporting fire on these Spanish units. But this Dutch line is routing with 44 men. They got 63 Scots here putting melee down on the frontiersmen. Yikes, guys. This is getting crazy. Let's see. King says, just living life, trying to get by this crap in the world. Yeah, no doubt. Intense battle for sure. Wow, did you see that shrapnel shot coming in? That was pretty crazy. If you didn't know, if you're just checking in right now, we're doing an AI versus AI battle here. And the AI is just going bananas nuts here. Wallenguard's starting to shoot at the the artillery. And we got a rifleman mixed in here, shooting through the artillery trees. Nicely done, tagging it up against the Wallen guards. We'll see. Oh, and there's a Scot flanking the Wallen guard as well. But there's a line. You know, this is how crazy the world is. This unit's flanking that unit's flanking this unit, and then Spain goes ahead and brings their artillery right up in the mess here. Now, if they use canister shot here, I think the Dutch are done. Be double Dutch indeed. Alright, we'll see what happens. Dutch are getting whittled down. The balance of power has shifted into Spain's favor very massively. Let's bring the general here so I can suicide him, because this is almost over for the Dutch. They're getting just thumped now. It was so close. They're even getting hit by their own artillery. As, yeah, that's not looking good there. The Dutch's artillery is hitting their own men now. What are you doing, sir? What are you doing? This is intense and crazy. Hey, Mo, how's it going? Is Europe versus India, didn't this happen before? Yes, we just had Great Britain and Maratha, and Maratha just trounced Great Britain. It was not even close. And it looks like Spain is taking out a grudge match against the Dutch here, because they have just trounced the Dutch here in the end, although it was a very close fight, to be honest. Very close indeed, a lot closer than the other battle. So, we got a line for the Dutch over here of 61 men, and another one of 74. If they get their shit together, they can at least take out some artillery units, because there's nothing to stop them from taking out this artillery, and perhaps even this one, and maybe even these two Cazador units. But other than that, I think the Dutch are about to rout out here. The Blue Guards are about had their fill of it, and same with the Grenadiers. The Spanish have taken over all the artillery here. I think it's that time of the battle where I can throw my general in here and let him die, because I don't think I'm going to influence this battle. Spain is going to win this. The balance of power is way in their favor. I'm just going to send them in here to die. We might dust off this one line infantry. I just got nailed by a solid shot from a howitzer, which is unusual. It took out 3 of my unit right there. So, I do get a decent charge off there. But the Dutch artillery does get a couple of my cav there, it looks like. I don't understand why the Dutch aren't using quicklime. They could be doing some pretty massive damage. So, there it goes. My general's about to rout. Here comes the lackluster artillery unit. 6 men. They are getting mowed down, and they are done. So, we are down to 2 lines for the Dutch. And 1 24-pounder, or, yeah, 24-pounder. And that's it. Look, every general, I think, on the field has died. We got every single general has died. I don't know if I've ever seen that in a battle. That's intense. Here come the Spanish. Let's speed this thing up, because it is pretty much a done deal. I don't think anything can save the Dutch at this point. There goes their line is about to rout. They are getting some shots in, but it's just not going to be enough. That line routs. Why are you not using quicklime? This line up here is getting wavering against the artillery unit. Should be in melee with him. They do take out the artillery. We'll see how many they take out. The Cazadors are over here, so they should take out. They got a line and a Cazador over here, I believe. Yep, Cazador over here. So this line should be knocked out from that. Ooh, that line just volleyed on him, took out 10 men. Now, the Spanish are just doing a steering contest versus the artillery here. I don't really understand that. Keeping in mind this is in fast forward. The last man standing is the Dutch artillery here. Let's take a look at the chat. Everybody flanking everybody. Yes, it was pretty stupid, if you ask me. I can't believe it. Mo didn't see that I meant it actually happened. Yeah. They're killing off generals like a Patriot army. Yeah, no doubt about it. All right, so there we go. The Spanish take it to the Dutch. Let's tally it up, see who got the most kills in this one. Obviously, I would expect the Spanish to have the most kills, because the army balance should have been fairly close. So we got 3150 kills by the Dutch, and then the Spanish, let's see, 1015 and 1073. So, wow, 3449 for the Spanish. They put a beating on them. And, okay, so there we go. There we have it. That finishes out round 1 of the tournament. Let's take a look at the standings of this tournament. We got Spain coming in strong. Whoops. 34-49. And United Provinces 31-50. Submit score. There we go. All right, standings down. All right, let's take a look at the standings for the, RIP Army indeed. Okay, so let's take a look at the standings for week 1. Obviously, Group A, we talked about earlier. Austria, Russia, and Poland-Lithuania all coming in with 1-0. Sweden, Prussia, and Ottomans coming in at 0-1. In Group B, United States, Spain, and Maratha all sitting pretty with 1-0. France, Great Britain, United Provinces all coming in at 0-1. Then we got Group C. We got the Huron and Pueblo with 1-0. And then the Cherokee had a bye. The Iroquois and the Plains Nations at 0-1. Really intense fight there. So I think for round 2, we're going to change up some things. And I'm going to show you what I'm thinking and get your input, because I don't think the riflemen are really, or light infantry are really doing justice, because the AI is just throwing them into melee. So I think that it's probably wise to just eliminate using any light infantry. So let's take a look at that. If we were to do away with light infantry, I don't know though. I mean, because like Grinzers are just too fun. But even still, I mean, in the Austria match, versus the Ottoman Empire, they didn't even use their Grinzers or their Wimboos effectively in that. Maybe we just go with 90 range light infantry. Maybe just one, because I mean, it definitely seems to be more melee intense. So even light dragoons, I might step down the light dragoons and do more hussars, because they're definitely just throwing these guys into melee. So it doesn't make much sense to put too much emphasis in there. So if we do that, we'll be able to get some more infantry in there and have a little bit crazier fight maybe. I think that might be the way to go. See what kind of builds we can do. But anyways, I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? I think, I mean, obviously, we see a few instances where the AI allows the riflemen to get in firefights, but it's not too much. So I think if we just step it down from 2 riflemen to 1, I think that will actually benefit the AI a little bit more in making some kind of good decisions. And I don't know, should we step up the artillery? Maybe that will help out a little bit too. I don't know. I'm just throwing thoughts in there. More cav, maybe that as well, because they're definitely just going right after it. Maybe the same amount of artillery and more cav, but less light dragoons. Huh. I mean, some of those nations wouldn't be too benefited from that, but it's just food for thought. I'll play around with that idea. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I'm thinking that might be a better scenario for the AI. They might have a little bit more. benefit, because like I said, they're just throwing these guys into melee. So anyways, I'm just repeating myself at this point. So that wraps up week 1, guys. Pretty crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed this, because I sure did. I think what we're going to do, I might start round 2 tomorrow. So if you're interested in watching that, I'm going to maybe start round 2 tomorrow, and we'll get in a couple battles tomorrow. So I think that'd be pretty cool. Artillery only. That would be crazy. I think that, I don't know if I should do artillery only. That would be pretty funny. But I think that would take a long time to do a battle, because they would just get in an artillery shootout and it would take a long time to finish a battle. But that is kind of a funny idea. I mean, certainly I don't think, whoops, damn it, I just started a battle. But maybe adding more artillery, like maybe 4 artillery, maybe that would help things out a bit, because you wouldn't have as many units going into melee. Obviously, it didn't help out Britain much, adding more artillery to the fight, because they got trounced. I should have probably not even, or they should have probably not even had artillery, because it was just super disappointing for Great Britain how they showed. Pretty disappointing indeed, if you ask me. So, let me get out of this. But yeah, I mean, just some things to think about. We can probably definitely look at if we expand that. If you think we should expand the number of artillery, decrease it, let me know in the comments below. You guys have a good night. I appreciate everybody for joining the stream. It was a lot of fun, and I appreciate all your support, being here for us for the first round of the playoffs, or not the playoffs, but the first round of the tournament. We will be for round 2 tomorrow on a live stream, so join us for that. It's going to be fun. Let's see how some of these teams that lost, or nations that lost, how they respond. Do they pick up a win? Do they just go on a losing streak? We're going to have to see. So be here tomorrow to see what unfolds for round 2 of the tournament. It's going to be epic. All right, guys. I think that's it for tonight. Y'all have a good one. Absolutely. You have a good night as well, Mo. Everybody, thank you so much again.